Without my grandfather, I honestly don't know if I would be able to speak comfortably in front of all of you today. My mom's father, Thomas Harrison, was born in Monterey, California, but grew up on the beautiful beaches of Melbourne, Florida, where he lived as an only child with his mother and crazy father. He tells me all the time about his high school experiences, full of beaching, pool hopping, girls, and of course, being the first person to break an arm at Satellite Beach High School. He attended Florida State University. If he was here right now, he'd probably break into the football chant, just FYI. Then met my beautiful grandmother in upstate New York. They lived in various different Air Force bases where my grandpa first started off, eventually finding themselves with two children and settling down in Holden, Massachusetts. My grandpa is chatty, constantly hungry, adventurous, inspiring, dancy, enthusiastic, corny, extremely welcoming, and I wouldn't change a single thing about him. Just being a graduate of Florida State University and a veteran of the Air Force is a lifetime accomplishment to reflect upon. However, as my grandpa once told me, his greatest accomplishment was the growth of our family unit. He grew up as an only child of two eventually divorced parents, but was able to find his own soulmate, resulting in 2 kids and 5 grandchildren that he was able to grow with. As he said to me, nothing tops family. None of his accomplishments can compare to that. You can tell my grandpa's a family man, whether it's spoiling all of us on some of the most amazing vacations, introducing his grandchildren to any acquaintance of his, or even just praising the smallest of accomplishments. He cares about every single one of us to the best of his ability. Tradition and respect are also important values in his life. Showing respect is something that a lot of kids forget about these days, but luckily I have my grandpa to remind me the importance of admiration and social grace. As we all know, with age comes declining exercise. Well, personally, I don't believe that sometimes, considering I probably have one of the most athletic and adventurous grandfathers. If you can't reach him, he's probably skiing the slopes, swinging golf clubs, playing football with any teenager he can find, including Zach Oliver in 5th grade, or diving into the ocean. The day I learned to walk, I'm sure my grandpa already had me on a pair of skis or was throwing me in the water to see if I could swim yet. However, this all became limited when he did his first of 2 metal knee replacements in 2009. I thought the ski trips and ocean adventures would come to an end, but nothing was stopping him, besides the metal detectors at every single airport we went to. The adventurous side of my grandpa can never be taken away. He has faced numerous surgeries to try and improve his ankles and knees, facing the risk of limited exercise, but as always, he seems to bounce right back. All of my crazy adventure stories that I reflect upon have one clear thing in mind: my grandpa. I have been running alongside my grandpa on my most unforgettable memories. He was the one who took me driving in Florida when I was only 13 years old, taught my best friend how to Polish dance, taught me how to discreetly look into the windows of college dorm rooms, brought me pool hopping at various beachside resorts, and used to make me lie about my age in order to get discounted tickets. I could seriously keep going on about the other crazy life lessons he's taught me, but I think everyone gets the point. No matter how embarrassing and frightening these outings were, I'm grateful for them. How many people can say that their grandpa took them to a biker bar on the beach with their 13-year-old friend, or that their grandpa dressed up like a wizard in the parking lot before they were going out to lunch? Not only has my grandpa taught me how to break the law and pull it off, but he's taught me how to express myself and live freely. Talking to anyone is better than talking to no one. I'm pretty sure anyone that comes in contact with my chatty grandfather can agree with that. Honestly, I used to be embarrassed by this, but the older I get, the more I realize what a special trait this is. Socializing is one of the most important aspects in life. My grandpa cares more about his friends and family than himself. Some of my family members may doubt this when he's making food requests for every single meal, but he's always looking out for us. He recently moved his mother from her house to a nursing home in Florida, only 10 minutes away from his second home. For the past couple of years, her health has been slowly declining, but the way my grandpa cares for her is indescribable. No matter what crazy things she may ask him to do, he's always there to help and would buy any last-minute flight to go down and see her. The commitment his love is evident, considering she's still with us to this day. I would say that I'm fairly friendly and social. This is all due to the influence of my grandpa's interaction with society and public. He can make anyone smile and laugh at any time. Trust me, there's no awkward silences with him. Even our taxi driver in Mexico, who spoke the bare minimum of English, was laughing at my grandpa. That right there is a real example of always expressing who you really are. It's never good to hold back and hide your personality, even if you end up embarrassing yourself. My grandpa has taught me that the best way to make an impression on someone is letting them see the real you. This is honestly the reason why I am so comfortable talking in front of people, whether it's just a classroom or even strangers trying to make small talk. I only hope I can be just as crazy and friendly when I am his age. To conclude, I would like to share one of my grandpa's most reoccurring quotes. So, what's for supper tonight? Thank you.